Fierce ladies, welcome to the Moms in Real Estate podcast, where we unleash our unapologetic power to share the raw truth of our journeys. Brace yourself for a dose of empowerment, education, and encouragement like never before. I'm Kristen, a relentless entrepreneur obsessed with connecting and uplifting fellow boss babes. In this podcast, we're all about getting down to business, conquering motherhood, nurturing relationships, and so much more. Get ready to dive into the nitty-gritty, embrace the hustle, and unravel the secrets of success in the world of real estate. We're here to ignite your fire, equip you with the knowledge, and unleash your limitless potential. Tune in as we redefine what it means to be a true boss babe. Welcome everyone to the Moms in Real Estate podcast. Today we're thrilled to have a remarkable guest with us, Stephanie Berger. Coming from the vibrant state of South Carolina, Stephanie has made waves in the real estate industry for 9 years. With an impressive annual production exceeding $20 million, she's not only a seasoned realtor, but also a devoted wife and a mother to 2 boys. Stephanie's victories as a mother shine through watching her boys excel and follow their dreams. As an agent, she's consistently raised her production volume year after year and plans to raise it a ton more coming up. Balance in work and family have been a challenge, but Stephanie's passion and determination has shown through. Stay tuned as Stephanie shares her insights, challenges, and the joys of her journey as a successful realtor and a dedicated mother. Let's dive into an inspiring conversation. Hey, Stephanie, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so happy to have you on. And for anyone that's listening, you can't see Stephanie, but she is in the brightest, most beautiful pink outfit ever. She's so cute. And she said she's on brand. So you have to go check her out on Instagram for sure.
Yes. Pink is the color.
It is the color. Okay. So tell me, get us started and just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I am wife, mom, realtor. Been in the business for about 10 years with a local firm in Greenville, South Carolina, Coldwell Banker Kane. I have 2 boys. I have a husband. We've been married for 19 years and 2 doggies, Taco and Bailey. And everyone keeps me busy.
Everyone. I have like the same situation as you almost, because I have 2 boys. I have 3 dogs. I always want to say 2 because I just got a new one last year. And a husband. So we're like super similar.
We're very similar. How old are your kids?
My boys are 7 and 8. And so when you got into real estate, then if you got in 10 years ago, yours are 11 and 16, right?
17 and 12.
Okay. So they were little when you got into real estate.
Yes. They were teeny tiny.
How was that getting into real estate with teeny tiny kids?
So thankfully I have a really good support system. So I have local parents that live here. My husband was definitely putting my career in line with his. So we had a lot of help with the boys at home. But it was good. I mean, I did miss the golf matches and the karate tournaments. I did miss some things. But we found a good balance of making time for the kids and being present.
Yeah. I think that when we miss stuff, it's like so much guilt. And I will tell you, yes. I was at a stand-up comedy thing. His name's Sebastian. He's super famous. I'd never heard of him. And I went a couple weeks ago and he was like talking about sports nowadays and how he's like, I'm standing up here and he's like, I probably am missing 3 games talking to you guys. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that hit so hard because sports are insane now. And so you talk about like, you missing some stuff. And I know that was hard for you, but I feel like the expectation to be at so many things is so hard. Do you think so?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I mean, sports, there's so much on sports these days. I mean, it was every other day there was a tournament and my children played golf and karate. So their tournaments were 4 and 6 hours long. So it was so hard for me to go to every single one of those, especially traveling out of town for them. But yeah, it put a lot of pressure on, but we had really good conversations with the kids of, mommy can't be at all of them, but she's going to go to these. Yeah. And when I go, I'm completely focused on my kids.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is such a good topic just because I mean, it's literally like a core belief of mine. I can hear people in my head being like, oh, I never missed a practice. I never missed a game. And so if I ever miss one, I can hear that. And it's like this core belief that it's like, oh my gosh, like I shouldn't be missing this. I'm a bad mom. It's so hard.
No, it's real life, real life. You can't go to all of them. Expectations are real. So you can't attend all of them.
Yeah, you can't. So let's talk a little bit about you as a real estate agent. You have built a business over the last 10 years where you do over 20 million in production consistently, which is super awesome. Um, you don't just arrive at that. So tell us like a little bit about the journey and like any struggles you came along the way or anything that you're like, this really helped me. Just give us a little bit of insight.
So I kind of fell into this just I got kind of extremely lucky. I've always had a really warm heart and I love to love on people.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got into the business, I just loved on my sphere.
Mm-hmm.
And when people, would refer people to me, I just loved on them and said, thank you so much for this business. And I kind of built my business on that. But necessarily I built good referral partners. I have a wonderful lender that I work with. I have wonderful closing attorneys. And they consistently, refer people to me.
Love that.
And I have just a good balance of book of business that people are always, generically sending them to me. And then I also have people that find me on Realtor.com or things like that. I've just kind of gotten lucky with that. I've never paid for leads.
Yeah.
After this 10 years, I've seen what works and what doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And just loving on your people. That's what works.
So
you truly make them part of your life.
I think that that's such a good, like, okay, so we love on people. What does that mean? Because I think that some people overcomplicate this a lot. And I think that if you could just like really like, what does it mean to you? Like in a year, like, what does it look like to love on people? What does it look like to love your clients?
So when I first started 10 years ago, I decided that I was going to, instead of doing Christmas presents for my clients, you're always overdone with Christmas chocolate and all of those things. I said, I'm going to do pies at Thanksgiving to show my gratitude for my clients. And I'm going to hand deliver those every year. Well, your first year of real estate, you don't have a lot of clients. So you're like, this is super easy. I can deliver, 15 pies. Well, that's kind of grown over 10 years. And I deliver over 300 pies personally in
Dang.
Thanksgiving weekend and literally hand deliver the pies to my clients. Every year, they know they're going to see my face of thanking them for their support, thanking them for their business. I always walk away with referrals from that.
Yeah.
And also throughout the year, I constantly am touching my clients. With social media, you can definitely talk to your clients of, oh, you had a baby, congratulations. Life changes. I'm always in their ear. Coffee dates and dinner dates and get-togethers. So doing it the right way and staying, relevant to them and not constantly going, send me business, send me business. So they just kind of refer to me that way.
Yeah, I always say like out of sight, out of mind. I think that that's something that is always stuck in my brain. And yes, social media is such a great way to stay top of mind, but doing these other things, like you're saying, coffee dates, dropping off pies, like that is so essential as well. Because if you're out of sight and you're out of mind, there's so many other real estate agents that they're going to think of because they're doing the activities to stay top of mind.
Correct. And there are so many things that you can do. You just have to find what works for you and your people. I know there are agents that hold these big client events, but I've polled my clients and my clients don't want to go to mixers with people that they don't know and mingle. So they just want time with me. So I schedule that time of, even if it's going to dinner with them and their families or in my families, just having that one-on-one time. That's what they're searching for, is to just be listened to.
I think people in general just want that. And I know that I've heard a lot of people say, coffee dates aren't the best use of their time. And I'm like, that is something that's been so relevant for me in my business. Like I probably have 2 coffee dates at least 4 days a week. So it's 2 hours out of my day. And it's always so awesome to get together with people, see what they're up to, see how I can serve them. And it fulfills me. I love doing it.
Yep, me too. I like it. I like the conversation, and it's 2 hours out of your week. It could make a sale, and that is worth it in gold.
Yeah, 100%.
So let's talk a little bit about balance. I know that on this podcast we talk a lot. We say balance is bullshit quite often. And I know that
Yeah.
that was like something you talked about a lot on your questionnaire before coming on, was just like, having this balance and lack thereof at times, right? So how has that looked for you?
So many years ago, I had a wonderful broker that kind of put my life in perspective for me. And she said, you are answering these text messages and these phone calls at all hours of the night. And that's not good for your well-being. That's not good for your family life, and it's not good for your business. So you need to put a balance on that. And I set boundaries with my clients from the get-go of, I'm here for you with any question that you have, but after 8 o'clock, that's more of my family time, and I will put my phone on, do not disturb, because there's not really any fire that I can put out after 8 o'clock. And I don't work Sundays. Sundays are the days that I reserve for my for my family.
Yeah.
That may be, that may be on the golf course or fishing or doing something with my kids and husband, but I don't take new clients on a Sunday. And with, the market kind of slowly going back to the way that it used to be, it's been welcomed better. But I just set boundaries. I have set appointments of, I have date nights with my husband, and I don't miss those. So it's
How often do you do those?
once a week.
You do? I love that.
Yes. And every Sunday morning we go to breakfast together, and we go to dinner at least once a week together, just the two of us.
And then your kids just stay home?
Oh yeah. They don't want to be with mom and dad at night like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on Sunday mornings, they're probably sleeping.
They're sleeping till noon.
I love that. And I think it's so like nice to hear that you guys go to breakfast, because I think sometimes it's hard to go to dinner sometimes. So you can go to lunch and have a date, you can go to breakfast and have a date. Just seems a little foreign for some reason.
It does. It does. When everyone says, you go to breakfast with your husband every Sunday. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of starts off our week very well. We kind of talk about, what do you have going on? What do I have going on? Dreams, hopes, ideas. So it's nice. And it starts our week off in a really good place.
Yeah. What's something that you like, if you get out of balance when it comes to either being a mother, being a wife, or being, a business owner? Like, what are some things that you do to get back on track?
So I'm a little weird. So when I am off key a little bit and not balanced, I kind of basically need to kind of zone out for just a little bit. That's my ADD in me. So I'll kind of like check out for a minute. So whether that is I need to organize something or binge a show, I'll check out for a few hours, and then I kind of get my momentum back of, okay, it's time to make my list, get it together, get this working. And I just hit the ground running and continue on. But I kind of have to hit bottom a little bit, so to speak, so I can recharge to get back to running the right way.
Yeah, I love that. And I think it's hard to like slow down and like take that time to do that. And I'm trying to be very purposeful about that, is like slowing down, having me time at weird hours, because if you look at my schedule, it's like every hour there's something. And I was looking at my schedule this week, and I'm like, I have got to stop doing this. And it's hard because it's like, well, I'm 3 weeks booked out right now, and I don't want to be 3 weeks booked out. I want to fit people in, when they want to meet. So it's a hard balance for sure, trying to figure it all out. I did just hire my first VA though. I'm so excited.
Yes, you did. Oh, your life is changing. I have an amazing assistant, and that probably 2 years ago, and she changed my life. So you will not be disappointed.
So then tell us a little bit about your, how does your business function? It's you and your assistant?
Yes. So I have me and my assistant, and then I've just brought on a showing assistant who kind of will do some content creating. And she's also a licensed realtor, so who will kind of free up a little bit more of my time. But basically my assistant does, the day-to-day operations. She handles the transactions. We kind of brainstorm on social media stuff, but she's basically in my head, thinks the way that I think, but she's 2 steps ahead of me. And we are quite the dynamic duo. She is total opposite of me, and that's exactly what I needed. She has definitely taken me to a new level.
Oh, that's so cool. And I honestly like leveraging some of that stuff. Social media is so hard. Do you feel like you get business from your social media?
I do. Well, I don't feel like I get technically business from it, but I think that it's a good, filter around when people are searching. Of course, they go and, Google you and find things. I think it helps to kind of put a person to the face. I mean, a face to the person.
100%. I check everyone out on Instagram before working with them.
Same.
Yeah.
But yeah, she kind of helps me do that. But yeah, I have over the last, probably this year, I've gotten some business from Instagram of people just, my dog has gotten me business. We have this new dog we got about a year and a half ago, and people love him. And I have people that will call me and say,
what kind
we
of
saw
dog
your
is
dog.
it?
He's a golden doodle named Taco.
Oh, how fun. Don't you love when an animal can get you business? That's the best.
Yes. Yeah, he has his own little spot in my social media. So he's great. But yeah, he's quite famous.
Yeah, that is awesome. I feel like I've always wanted like some kind of wild animal like that I could be like, this is like such a big part of my Instagram. I put my dogs on there. They're crazy.
Yes, same. Mine are ridiculous, but he's a good little personality. So, but yeah, I get some things from social media. It's not how I've built my business, but yeah, it's a good place filler.
I think one of the things that I have leveraged that has been such a game changer for me is I hired my old business coach started this company called Real Social Agent. And she helps me with like for me, I don't mind getting in front of the camera. I don't like it, but I've been doing it for so long, it's fine. But they help me come up with like the trending audio and the type of like hooks I can use with that when it pertains to my business. And then it just asks me questions. So I literally go in and I have like kind of like a guide that just helps me with posting everything. And it's so nice. And then we strategize once a month on like what's coming up that we need to get out. And like, it is like, I can't even imagine how much time I can't imagine. I know how much time it saved me. And I love it. It's such a good tool.
50. That's a great idea. That's a great tool. Yes,
really
I can check that out for sure. Yeah, and that's what my assistant does. She's constantly researching all of the things to see, what's trending, she's constantly wanting me to be on video. And I'm not a big fan of the video, but I'm trying.
So no one's a fan of video. I will tell you that's everyone's biggest struggle, but you do it. So how was it like, it gets easier, right? Like, tell me a little bit about your social media journey.
So it started out basically, the Canva graphics. That's how everyone starts out, is the Canva graphics. And it's, hey, buy a home. And then it kind of went more of, this is more real estate related. And of course, the just solds and just listeds. And now it's kind of like my voice a little bit. My personality is starting to shine through because I am funny, and everyone thinks I'm just this, uptight, pink, typical girly, but I'm actually funny.
I don't think uptight when I think of you at all.
Well, good.
No way.
Thank you. So now we're getting some of my personality to shine through. So now we're starting some videos. This podcast was something that I was super excited to do. And we're going to see what the future holds in the video department.
Yeah, girl. See, I love it. And it gets so I have a video camera on me right now. And I'm like, oh my gosh, years ago, I would have been like, I couldn't even talk if that video camera was on me.
Now you don't even feel it.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't even care, is what it is. And sometimes the stuff that gets caught on video and like that we put together in a reel, I'm just laughing. I'm like, I can't believe I said that.
That's exactly how I feel what was I thinking? But yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. It makes you a real person.
So what's next for you? What's you've been an agent for 10 years. You do a lot of production. You've got a good little group going. What's kind of like the next thing for you?
I think the sky's the limit kind of thing. Like, I'm ready to go to the next level. I mean, I'm ready to be that $35 million, $40 million mega house agent.
Yeah.
Not really a team I don't really see myself making a team.
Mm-hmm.
But I basically just want to kind of take this to the next level. My son graduates from high school this year, so he's talking about getting licensed. So I'm excited to kind of show him the business and see, what the future holds for him. But I'm ready to take it to the next level.
That's so exciting. What do you feel like you're going to do to take it to the next level?
So this video stuff, getting, being more brand aware, getting out there in front of people. I am kind of doing some, advertising of other things, farming of things, trying to put all of the brand and the farming together. So that's kind of where we're just trying to put it all as a complete package. So when you think real estate, you think Stephanie Berger. So that's what we're hoping to do.
That's good. I love that. Do you have any closing advice for somebody that's listening that maybe is struggling in real estate right now? Let's talk about advice for somebody struggling just with the market shift.
Yes. Hustle. This is when you first start, this is a 24/7 job. Balance is key, but you literally have to take every lead that you possibly can. Don't say no. You need to work hard, put the time in, time manage your day. Don't let the day manage you. Work your sphere, work your contacts, and get out there and try to get listings. Listings are the key.
Yeah, that's great advice. I have loved having you on. And if anybody wants to follow you on Instagram, what's your Instagram name?
The Stephanie Berger.
The Stephanie Berger. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you. It was good to talk to you.
You too. All right. Bye, you guys.
Bye. See ya.
Hi, it's Barbara with Your Tax Coach, and we love helping entrepreneurs save money on their taxes. Here's a quick tax tip. Did you know that if you make more than $150,000 per year, if you have losses on your real estate properties, they can actually be limited, or you might not be able to take any of them on your tax returns, unless you can qualify as a real estate professional, also known as rep status. If your accountant hasn't talked to you about rep status, please give us a follow at Your Tax Coach. For more info, follow us on Instagram at Your Tax Coach or go to our website, yourtaxcoach.com.
Hi, it's Kim and Whitney from Real Social Agent, and we love helping real estate professionals create social media content that helps them grow their business.
If you're a real estate professional looking to save time and create more effective content, we're about to make your life so much better.
You're amazing at what you do, and we're here to make sure everyone else knows that. From social media coaching to custom content creation, our job is to make you shine.
Follow us on Instagram at Real Social Agent or download our free Reels 101 library at the link in the show notes.
Thanks, friend, for listening to the podcast. We love having you in our community. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a review or share it with a friend. Also, we'd love to connect with you on Instagram. Go follow us at Moms in Real Estate.